Hello, and this is my review for The Hunger Games. Wow, wow, wow. I hate films that have a lot of hype, and this has just gone crazy at the moment, but it really is worth every ounce of adulation that it has. A brief synopsis of the film, if you don't know anything about it. I'm going to try and do it without spoilers, but it might cause a bit of a spoiler, but only very minor. I'll try and stick to what's in the trailer. Basically, in a different world, kind of, to what we live now, in a kind of slightly altered world, there have been wars in the past, and to celebrate the fact that they're over, they have a thing called the Hunger Games every year, where two people from each of the 12 districts, which is basically what's happened in the future in this kind of American subculture, where everybody gets subcategorised into different areas, and Section 12, for example, are a mining thing. They have to fight it out with each other. But the twist to that is it's two young people from each district have to fight, and they have to fight all the other districts. It's a really, really complicated but immaculately done storyline. To start off with, cinematography is beautiful. I mean, really dreamy at points. It is absolutely stunning. CGI is kind of okay, but it's not 100%. It's not the best I've ever seen. But you don't really notice that because of everything else. The acting throughout is fantastic. I really could not pick a hole in anybody's acting, and it's got some real big big names in it, and it's really, really good for it. And the storyline, wow, that is absolutely amazing. It has really warmed my heart right to the core that actually such a good film could actually be made, because you tend to get to a point where you actually, after you watch a lot of films, you kind of realise that they probably have a big stack of really good scripts and a really big stack of kind of not that greater scripts, but they're a bit more saleable. Then they just go for those and try and forget that. This is definitely a combination of the two. I think it's definitely aimed at the kind of late teens, early 20s market mainly, and the cinema when I went was absolutely packed, and absolutely packed actually. I don't think I've actually ever seen it quite as packed, bar when I watched Twilight, but let's not talk about that. It is a fantastic film, and it really, really does deserve to be watched. It is stunning throughout, and it's quite a long film, but it just flies by. There's only one little bit, about 3/4 of the way through, where it stalled for me, and I was actually getting a little bit like I looked at my watch, but the rest of the time, not a problem at all, and I was really hooked in. And it's just so beautifully done. So I give this film 4.5 out of 5. Now that is pretty amazing, especially for a big hit film. I can see why there's so much adulation for it. It is really well acted. There is a fantastic storyline, and the cinematography is amazing. I mean, really, really beautiful, and it's just set in such lovely locations, and they've thought about everything. I didn't get to the end of the film and go, yeah, but they didn't do that, which is generally what happens with me. But none of that. I got to the end and I thought, yeah, everything has been answered. That's amazing. That's pretty amazing. Definitely watch this. Really, definitely watch it. Thank you very much for watching this review.